like clock. I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop.
Urashiki is back. Boruto episode 127 will actually feature Urashiki Otsutsuki, and that right there was a huge surprise to a lot of the fan base. Now, originally we thought that Urashiki was not going to be back for a very long time. I don't want to necessarily say very, very long, but we kind of thought that Urashiki wasn't going to be around for the next arc or two. Now, in my opinion, I feel like this right here is gonna confuse a lot of the fan base, mainly because we understand that the next arc is gonna feature Boruto meeting Kid Naruto, and because of that, we kind of thought it was gonna be filler. Now it seems like it might not be filler. It seems like this might actually be canon, and the impact that Kid Naruto will have on Boruto can possibly fuel him throughout the rest of the Boruto series. It really sounds unrealistic. It really sounds super unrealistic for Boruto to go back in time to meet Naruto. So this being actually canon, I don't necessarily want to set it in stone yet. Now the first thing that I thought of was, when is this thing happening? Is Boruto meeting Naruto even going to happen? I had to remind myself that Masashi Kishimoto himself actually came out and said it was going to happen. So if the literal creator of Naruto said it was going to happen, I have to believe that this arc is still going to happen. Now, he said it's going to happen in October. It is the beginning of October, which means that there's a lot of time for this arc to pretty much start. I personally feel like Urashiki is probably going to come back before Boruto meets Naruto and that arc pretty much starts. So it could possibly be a situation where the Urashiki arc cuts off in the middle and then we show Boruto meeting Naruto. Now, I said this and I spoke about this when I first announced. I thought that that would probably be the most realistic thing, mainly because I didn't really think that the Urashiki arc would be over as soon as it was, and it seems like it's not even over as of right now, mainly because Urashiki literally just took like a 1 or 2 episode break and then came right back into the Hidden Leaf Village. Just a disclaimer, I won't necessarily give heavy spoilers about the next episode, specifically episode 128, mainly because episode 127 did not start yet. Of course, if you guys do want to get some spoilers about 128 into the intricacies, into the specifics about what's probably going to happen with Urashiki and his goals and stuff, I highly recommend you guys check out Organic Dinosaur's Twitter account. The link is going to be in the description below. But regardless, he's coming back and he's probably going to make a very prominent appearance in episode 128. Now, one thing that I did see is in the spoiler images of episode 127 that he will actually make an appearance in 127. Now, when he did make the appearance, as you guys see in the picture right here, it is night. Now, in my opinion, I feel like he's probably going to show up in the last minute or so of the episode. Now, I kind of predicted that this was probably going to happen in the last episode, man, because I didn't really think that Urashiki was going to come back, but it seems like he's making that 1 minute appearance in this episode as well. Now, it's not set in stone that it will only be 1 minute for Urashiki Otsutsuki. It's very possible for him to take up a very huge portion of this next episode. But if you guys are unfamiliar with what's going to happen in the next episode, Urashiki is pretty much not going to be the focal point. Urashiki is probably going to be the backstory. The biggest thing that's going to happen in the next episode is that Sarada and Boruto are going to try to learn about Jiraiya. I think that the premise and idea of this is going to be very entertaining. Of course, if you guys want to see the actual spoilers, I will link them in the description below, but majority of us is going to really want to know what's happening with Urashiki Otsutsuki. And in the next episode, I think that it's probably going to be beneficial to them to not necessarily give us a lot, but to give us Urashiki's overall goal. Now, this right here has been a very huge point in contention for a very long time, mainly because we understand that one of Urashiki's goals is to eliminate Boruto. He didn't really try to eliminate Boruto in a couple episodes ago when he pretty much had Boruto in hand, but of course he was trying to use Boruto as bait back then. But now it seems like it's going to be a very different ball game, not only because Urashiki seems to be fully healthy by the picture right here, he looks like he's chilling, but also because he's actually attacking the Hidden Leaf Village. Now, the Hidden Leaf Village is not only home to one major source of energy, of course there's another major source of energy too, and it's going to be Naruto Uzumaki. And not only that, he can possibly look to take Sasuke's chakra as well. The chakra that he got from Sasuke was insane. It was a huge ball of chakra, and it looks like Sasuke's completely healed. So there is going to be multiple sources of chakra. Now, not only this, there was supposed to be a 5 Kage Summit meeting planned. Now, the 5 Kage Summit planning or the meeting was not necessarily named yet of the date. If the 5 Kage Summit is probably going to be in the next episode or the next 2 episodes, that's going to be a very huge problem, mainly because all 5 Kages are going to be there while Urashiki does attack. This is going to be significant, mainly because he could probably ask them himself or probably torture them and try to figure out where the other tailed beasts are as well. Now, here's the thing that I do want, and I really don't want to make this like a wish list type of video, mainly because I understand that you need a full separate video for that. But one of the main things that I do want is like elite animation. I'm not even talking about Boruto episode 65 type of animation where Sasuke and Naruto fought Momoshiki, even though I feel like Urashiki does deserve that type of animation. Even let's just even talk about Boruto, Sarada, and Chocho versus Kaku type of animation. If you guys guys recall that episode, I was actually watching that episode recently with my cousin because he's catching up with Boruto, and I thought to myself like, yo, this animation right here specifically looked very nice. We've never really got this specific animation in the fight with Urashiki. Maybe because a lot of the fights with Urashiki was very short, and also the other fights with him was also when he was extremely weak and he was fighting against some genin, so it probably didn't really call for that level of animation. But still, I really think that this upcoming arc with Urashiki returning should actually get that type of animation. And not only that, I want this arc to be a very long arc. One of the things that we have been complaining about before Urashiki arrived was the fact that we haven't really gotten serious opponents. I know, just thinking back, this was like a long time ago, but we got the Mirai arc. A lot of you guys didn't really like that, man, because the enemy wasn't necessarily that strong. And then we got the fake Jugo arc where people were stealing curse marks, and of course not a lot of you guys like that arc as well, man, because the enemies weren't that strong. This right here, Urashiki Otsutsuki specifically, is a very strong foe, and he does garner a lot of attention from the casual Boruto fans. Casual Boruto fans are probably not going to watch the Mirai arc, but they are going to watch the Urashiki arc. And for this to be a very drawn out and also sophisticated arc, that would just be overall very good for Boruto. I personally feel like next 10 episodes at least should probably be about Urashiki and possibly even Boruto going back in time, meeting up with Naruto. I hope it's going to be longer, but I think at the bare minimum it should be the next 10 episodes. Hopefully it's probably going to last and span up until Christmas, but if it doesn't, I'm cool with that as well. I think it should be at least the bare minimum 10 episodes. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Of course, it's all for you guys. I'm pretty sure the fans out there are probably gonna love Urashiki returning, and not only that, Jiraiya also Boruto meeting up with Naruto, so the next couple episodes of Boruto, it's gonna be pretty lit. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are also confused. It's me, your boy Baara B, and we out.
Check my clock, I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols. Reaming my body, clothing no issue. Bitch, you look sick, you need a tissue. You drop a body, I just might bless you. I'm metrosexual, no high cholesterol. Where's Jenny Craig? Bitch, just get sexual.